Hey everyone, it's your boy DK Bones here with an article from Screen Rant. I guess they're doing some update on, or giving an update on Wonder Woman. I don't know how much this is rumor or how much of this is fact or people just coming up with stuff, but let's get into the article. James Gunn recent DCU Wonder Woman update is the biggest since Gadot third movie was canceled, and I couldn't be more excited. So let's see. I mean, whoever they get to replace her has to be drop dead gorgeous. It has to be somebody that gets people butts in seats because even though she's not the greatest of actresses, she is a very beautiful woman. Uh, I didn't read too much into this article. I just skimmed it a little bit, but we're gonna go over as much as we can, and I give my opinions, and then you can leave comments in the comment box. Anyways, Wonder Woman has received its biggest update in a long time, and it bodes well for DC Universe future. Gal Gadot played Diane Prince in DC EU's movies, leading to two solo films and appearing in multiple projects, supporting roles and cameos. Interestingly, Gadot's Wonder Woman was present in The Flash and Shazam: Fury of the Gods, two of the four final DCEU movies in 2023. Still, despite plans for a return in the franchise, Wonder Woman 3 was scrapped by DC as DC Studios CEOs James Gunn and Peter Safran did not approve Patty Jenkins' vision. I have to say this. I think it was Wonder Woman 1984 or whatever it was not a good movie. It was horrible. The first Wonder Woman was good. The third act of it could have been better, but yeah, her second outing as Wonder Woman in 1984 was horrible. Since Jenkins walked away from directing the franchise, Wonder Woman has more or less been in limbo and comes in live. When it comes to live action, Diane was not one of the characters announced to having a project in DCU Chapter 1, with the other two-thirds of DC Comics' iconic Trinity, Batman and Superman, having movies announced for DCU, while nothing was said about Wonder Woman. Well, Batman was mentioned, but it's not. I guess it's not going to be the Batman for DCU. It's going to be the Batman that was the Batman that from a different universe, I guess. Article goes on to say, instead of Paradise Lost, a prequel series about the Amazons before Wonder Woman's birth, it's the only project we know about related to the character. However, there might soon change after the update. So far, DCU's Wonder Woman has appeared once. However, she was not played by an actress, so Wonder Woman had made a cameo with no lines as part of a vision where several heroes died in a possible future in Max's animated Creature Commando series. And I have not watched that all the way through. I have to put that on my list to watch all the way through. I just didn't like the first two episodes. So I guess I have to finish it. What is known so far is that Gal Gadot will not we all know she's not going to reprise her role. While other stars from the past shared universe are coming back as characters in DCU, like John Cena as Peacemaker. Gadot's possible DCU future would have to be like Jason Momoa, who's left Aquaman for Lobo. Initially, the actress claimed that she had a meeting with Gunn and Safran to discuss how they wanted to make Wonder Woman 3 with her in the lead role. However, that soon said not to be the case by multiple reports. Instead, a major DCU report claimed that the entire cast of 2017's Justice League was out as their characters. This means that whenever Wonder Woman appears in a new DC universe, it will be a new actress playing Diane Prince. Not Gal Gadot, and James Gunn has taken social media to confirm as much. I'm going to say I find it interesting about Gunn is approachable in the sense that he often interacts with fans on social media and is able to provide insight into his DCU plans and direction DCU is taking some characters. I just wonder who they have in mind to play this role, replacing her. Um, Again, I'm not saying she was the best actress, but she played a good Wonder Woman. In June 2024, Gunn took to Threads to answer a fan about what was going on with Wonder Woman, amid rumors that Wonder Woman would appear in Creature Commandos with a specific actress playing the role. A fan asked if it was safe to assume Wonder Woman has not been cast yet, which Gunn confirmed, saying correct. So Goodall is out. Let's go on. Recently, Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav talked about DC's plan for DCU and studios for the first quarter earnings call. Zaslav commented on a few characters he sees as the main players on James Gunn's universe, being able to carry the franchise through Gunn's 10-year plan and make money back for investors. Based on the executive's comments, David Cornsworth, Superman, Lily Alcott's Supergirl, Batman, and Wonder were the four pillars. I did a video on that about the four pillars they thought were the most important for the DCU to build off of. Quote, it's important for us to be able to sell content to third parties as we look at our titles that are there are many that are really just for Warner Brothers. When you look at the major characters with James Gunn and Saffron being developed with a 10-year plan around DC, this is built asset value for global everywhere in the world. Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman, Supergirl. We look at those as big asset builders and big differentiators. While Wonder Woman is one of four DCU characters, David Zaslav delves at the biggest asset builders and big differentiators. She is the only hero out of the four not to have a set project to debut, which they're still doing Batman 2 for a different universe. So I get it, but they still haven't found a Batman for this universe. So Superman is the star of DC's first movie, expected to feature the debut of Aqua's Supergirl in the cameo before she flies off to lead 2026. Supergirl, which I think there was Woman of Tomorrow, which recently wrapped up filming. I think they started filming it in January, so that was decent. Then there's the Batman Who's the Brave and Bold movie. Has a secret writer working closely with Batman. Oh, I didn't know about that. So there is a Batman movie being written. I guess they haven't found an actor for that yet. Wonder Woman still needs a DC movie. I know I'm probably boring the crap out of you guys, but I saw this article, and there was a one from, I think it was comic book movies, but it was shorter. This one goes more in detail. While we still don't know when Diane Prince will formally make her DCU debut, the answer to the question seems to get close it has been since Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman 3 was canceled. Recently, Gunn responded to fans' threads, sharing an exciting update about where things stand with DCU's Wonder Woman. According to Gunn, he has updates on Wonder Woman that has not been shared publicly yet, but DC Studio CEO claims that they're encouraging. This is the first concrete sign that Wonder Woman's live-action return is in development. So they probably have stuff in mind, but I'm not sharing with everybody. Back when reports claimed that Gunn and Saffron were not working with Gal Gadot on another version of Wonder Woman 3, another director, Patty Jenkins, walked away it was said that there was no take on Wonder Woman Development Studio. Eric said that in this article. While Gunn does not claim that DC is working on Wonder Woman, fans know the director is developing Wonder Woman DCU development in some shape, and I think that's exciting. With popular fan cast for I don't know cast and the Armas Endor's Ajuri. I don't know who that is. I watched that. Casting for one of them can't come soon enough. Which actress is that? That's interesting. I just finished watching Andor season 2, and I thought it was an amazing show. I don't remember her. Andor. She was in Knives Out. She's a pretty girl. Bring up a picture of her. This is her. I guess they have the pictures of her. I think she would be a fine Wonder Woman. Yeah. All right, back to the article. The first projects in DCU's Chapter 1 were announced. Gunn made it clear that there were more to come before it moved to Chapter 2. According to Gunn, the movies series that announced in the franchise's first wave made up half of DCU's Chapter 1. So they have announced everything they're going to do for Chapter 1. You see, Wonder Woman will be. Someone it might be announced at Comic-Con this year, so that's good, I guess. With Batman, Superman, and Supergirl all having movies in the Chapter 1 franchise, it would make sense that Wonder Woman will too. I feel like the delay in announcing the plans specifically for Dinah is due to how Gal Gadot's version of the character was still fresh in people's minds. Well, that makes sense. Because, man, ask my wife. I love me some Gal Gadot. Anyways, DCU had to first move away from the canceling of Wonder Woman 3 before presenting a new version of the character in DCU. Now, enough time has passed to delve into the DCU Wonder Woman should be like, and I think the solo movie will be announced soon. Yeah, I think not just with Wonder Woman, I guess they do have a Batman movie that they're working on a script or whatever, The Brave and the Bold, but they haven't announced any actor for Batman either. But I think Affleck and, well, I can't make an excuse because they're trying to say that she's still fresh in our minds, but they picked a Superman, and if you talk about the Snyderverse fans, they're still stuck on Henry Cavill as Superman, but they moved on from him to Cornsweet. So I don't see why it should be a problem. Maybe they weren't trying to do that with all 3 of them, but if you're going to take the Band-Aid off, just rip it off and pick somebody that's going to be Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. Anyways, I thought this article was cool. I'm going to put it link it into the video I'm doing. And I know I talked a lot in this video. Normally I do like a 5 or 7 minute video, but I don't know. Big thing for Gal Gadot and the Wonder Woman. I thought it was important to let everybody know that they're working on it. So if you liked the video, hit the like button, share, comment, and give me your feedback. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later.